How you doing, Dr. Pat?
Doing well.
You all right?
You ready to go?
Notice anything new about me?
I love that hair, man.
Thank you. I did it myself. Hi, everybody. I'm Max Barna from HIMSS, and this is Uncomfortable Questions. With me here again today is Dr. Pat Carroll. Dr. Pat is a board-certified family physician with over 3 decades of experience treating patients, leading medical teams, and making the world a better place. He also happens to be the chief medical officer here at Hims & Hers. Fellas, whether you've just had a bad haircut or maybe you just want some longer locks on your head, chances are at some point in time you've probably wondered what you can do to help your hair grow as fast as possible. Well, today we're going to get to the root of how your hair grows and what you can do for it. But first, Dr. Pat, can you do me a favor for everybody at home and kind of go through the hair growth phase? What can people expect out of their hair growth?
Yeah, Max, I'll walk you through this, so pay attention. First, there are growth cycles for hair. The first cycle is what we call anagen, and anagen is the growth phase of hair. It can vary in terms of the growth phase on your body's location. On the scalp, hair growth occurs over years, usually about a half inch a month in terms of hair growth, which gives you about 4 to 6 inches of growth per year on the scalp. Other areas of the body, the hair grows quite a bit quicker. For example, an arm, you can actually have significant hair growth within weeks or months. The research suggests that your head hair growth is at a different rate, as we stated, compared to your extremities. The next phase is called telogen, so think of that as the quiet phase. That's the phase when hair doesn't grow. We think that 10 to 15% of hair is in that quiet phase of growth. And then the last phase is called exogen, so think of exogen as kind of the shedding phase of hair. You're losing hair at a fairly regular basis when you're on the exogen phase.
So now that we know the phases of hair growth, is there anything that we can do to make our hair grow faster?
You know, researchers have looked at that for years. There is no magic pill or cream or solution that can actually speed up the growth of hair. But what we've looked at is how you strengthen your hair, how you increase, the thickness of your hair, how you decrease the amount of shedding you may have on your hair. So we have ways that we can help, but we can't speed up the growth of hair.
So there is no miracle cure for this.
You're looking for that, Max, but you're not going to find it.
So then what can we do to stimulate hair growth?
So a couple of things. One thing is to really keep your scalp clean through shampoos. Conditioners actually help strengthen your hair, so clean the scalp with shampoos, conditioner, and anything that we can do to help the natural cycle of hair and support that.
So what else would you recommend to support hair growth?
There's a safe, effective, over-the-counter supplement called biotin, and biotin can actually help ensure that you're getting enough nutrients, kind of feeding the hair to make it thicker, make it healthier. You can also do things like scalp massages, anything to stimulate the blood flow to the hair follicles, which are responsible for the growth of hair.
I want to get real serious for a second. Right now, we're cruising at about a Steely Dan, right? Things are nice, they're mellow, they're level. What would we want to do? What could we do if we wanted to crank this baby up to 11? Let's go full-on Leonard Skinner up in this. How could we do it?
Well, there are medications that can help. So I classify it as 2 different medications that are FDA approved. One is minoxidil, usually applied topically, although there's an oral pill formulation. What minoxidil does, it actually helps support and increase the blood flow around the hair follicles, and the hair follicles is where the hair growth starts from. So think of minoxidil as growth, and then look at finasteride. Finasteride, again, in the pill form, Propecia, it's called as a brand name. The finasteride actually decreases the amount of hair loss you have. And how it does that, it decreases the amount of this hormone called DHT. Finasteride comes in both a oral form or a pill, and it also comes as a topical solution.
All right, so now we're talking. So, keep things clean and conditioned, make sure you keep things in their proper order. Boom. If you want to supplement with biotin, make sure you take it up to the extra step. Boom. And then number 3, if you really want to push it, if you really want to go full AC/DC, what are we doing? Minoxidil and finasteride, right?
Right, so think of minoxidil, it kind of kickstarts the growth cycle, whereas finasteride maintains by stopping hair loss, Max.
Rock and roll, brother. Rock and roll. Let me get it.
Now,
Bring it up.
I'm going to leave you hanging, Max, on that one.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Uncomfortable Questions. I'm Max Barna, Mr. Dr. Pat Carroll. If you like what you saw here and you want to see more, please do us a favor and like and subscribe. Thanks.